นัตถิสันติพลังสุขขังความสุขอื่นยิ่งกว่าความสงบนั้นบ่มี There is the happiness greater than peace. Good evening, everyone. How are you? I hope everyone is fine. You know, right now, the temperature that is really high, is really warm in the United States and in France. The last week, I was in France, in Paris. That is very hot, but it's better because the windy all the time. One day we drive from Paris to the other town, but I don't know, I forget the name of the town. We spent like almost 6 hours driving. But at that day, the air condition is broke. We don't have air in the car, so we have to open the door, open the window, driving and open the window. Yeah, because it's too hot in there. But it's okay. When running, the air is coming. But it's so lucky. Why it's so lucky? Because it's not raining. You know, if raining and we cannot close the window, that is a problem. I used to do in the United States. When we drive, we don't have the air condition, but open the window, you know, it's raining. If we close the window, that is really hot. I used to do when I was in Virginia. I went to Florida. At that day, it's really hot, but there is not air in the car, but it's raining. You know, you should imagine. That is really awful. So, but it's lucky. I went to France. No air condition, but it's not raining. It's not rain. It's okay. So right now there are a lot of problems about our world. You know, it's a fire, flooding. Yeah, it's a lot. Earthquake. Yeah, we cannot do anything about the nature, but we try to change our idea, our mind, you know, not to worry much. We worry, but we cannot do anything. We just protect ourselves. It's better than, you know, where are you living? If too hard, you know, sometimes you cannot go outside, or you can go to hiking to the mountain. A lot of trees in there, you know. In the United States, You are so lucky you work inside the building. You have air condition. But about who's working in outside, that is very dangerous, very awful about that. But sometimes work in outside, I thinking when I take a walk for peace. At that time in Texas, it's like a quite hard. But when we walk it's too hard. It's weight out, it's the rope. The rope is weight, but we keep going and make the body change. The body change from hot to be cold or to be normal. But at the first hour or 2 hours, that is really difficult. Very difficult to change the body and the mind. The mind, that is worry a lot. But at that time, whatever I feel, I cannot do anything. I have to walk with my group, with my team. I just thinking about I have to catch my team. I have to make one line for walking. Whatever my leader walk too fast, I have to walk fast too. I don't have any choice, but it's make my mind like stay still. Make my mind not have much angry. If I have angry, but I cannot do anything. So sometimes our mind need someone's control. We need control. If you have the wife, the husband to control about yourself, maybe sometimes it's good for you, because you have to follow him or follow her if you can. It's make yourself, change yourself to have more patience, to have more effort. It's like that. Sometimes that's good time, right? So today I came back to the Salt Lake City, Utah, United States, at my temple. So all ready. And I would like to say thank you to the brother monks, to the master in France, who took care of me, who let me stay over at their temple, and every morning or lunch they take care the breakfast, the good lunch for us, for me and my master, Venerable Khongwan Phimawong. And after that, I would like to say thank you to the devotee, everyone who take care of us, who's worry about our breakfast, our lunch, or you take a good care of us and everything when we was in France. And everywhere we tour, in Paris city, and and the other town. Usually we are going to have a meeting in Strasbourg, the Lao Buddhist temples in over there, but we cannot get there. Why not? Because our flight is always cancelled. Usually we are leaving on July 5th at 5:30 p.m. but the flight is cancelled from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and after that, the midnight, the flight cancelled. They said, we are so sorry, but tomorrow we don't have any flight for you to go to France. So we have to wait until July 7. We can leave. We leave in the morning at 9 o'clock, but go to the main of Delta in Detroit, in Detroit until the midnight of the July 7, and then we got to Paris at like almost 8 o'clock in the morning. But at that day, the last day of the meeting, so we cannot go to the meeting because in France they are very difficult to transport. To transportation to there, we have to take the train. But for the train, that is a lot of connection, so we cannot get there. We just only go to tour. To tour, to learn, to study about this many things I can learn in France. I see a lot of the culture, tradition, or the whatever the ancestor did in the past. That is really, it's really beautiful. It's everything, the old palace, that is really beautiful, until us, long time ago, but until us, we can see it, we can tour, we can learn, and about the history, the history of the country. But stuck in my mind, that is peace. Everyone need peace. They want to change. They want to change at that time. At that time, they need peace. Everyone, they fight for peace. Everyone need peace. Until now, we need peace. The same. That I learned a lot of that. So, but in the Buddhism, we have to learn peace from ourselves, our mind, inside to outside. If we looking the peace for outside only, we never get that, because we seeking for peace, but with the craving, with the fighting or hatred, like that. The hatred never cease by hatred. We always say that. So I learned a lot. So I have to say thank you for everyone who took care of us and everyone who support us. So today I am to continue about to practice about mindfulness, Anapanasati. The last time I talk about the anapanasati of the breathing, the breathing. We pay attention, we have concentrate to breathe in and breathe out. So to inhale or exhale, we have to be mindful about that. But it's not only breathing. We have the other thing, after breathing, and today I am going to talk about the postures of the body. Our bodies, how many hours move, our bodies moving. We have four situations of the body, It's like a standing, walking, sitting, and laying down. That is the body. The body is moving. We have four. We have four. The postures of the body. What is the body? What is the Buddha said? The Buddha said, and again monks, he talked to the monks. When walking, a monk knows I am walking. When standing, he knows I am standing. When sitting, he knows I am sitting. When lying down, he knows I am lying down. When you walk, you know. You feel. You focus to the standing. When you walk, you pay attention for the walking. What the Buddha said more, he said, or he knows any other position of the body. Thus, he dwells contemplating body in the body internally, or he dwells contemplating body in the body externally, or he knows contemplating body in the body, both internally and externally, internal and external. He dwells contemplating the phenomenon of arising in the body. Or he dwells contemplating the phenomenon of passing away in the body. Or he dwells contemplating the phenomenon of arising and passing away in the body. His mindfulness that there is body is maintained in him to the extent simply for knowledge, only for mindfulness. He dwells independent of craving and wrong views. He clings to nothing in the world. This is how monks, a monk dwells contemplating the body in the body. The end of postures of the body. That is the Buddha detail to the posture of the body. So this is when we practice about the meditation, about the mindfulness, that we have to know about these. So when you usually, before you sitting meditation, you have to take a walk. The walk meditation first. You know, walking, we have is many techniques to walk. Usually, I guide you to walk with me, walk together. That is the other techniques. Or you can walk by yourself. It's the same, some is not the same. When I read you to walk, I like to walk slowly, you know, lifting, moving, and putting. Putting with stepping. You know, when putting, I thinking about the in my language, but I just think in my language, just nhục nó, nhang nó, dẹp nó like a stepping. Yeah, stepping. And I said pudding. You want to say stepping, it's okay. It's up, you know, it's okay. It's lifting, moving, like a walking. But I say moving, like it's walking and stepping. You know, whatever you want to say. You know, but before you walk, left or right, you know, left leg or right leg, you have to know that. When you move, lifting, you feel you move, you know. When you stepping or putting, you feel your feet touching the floor. That is, you have to mindful. Stepping. And when you know, the left leg, lifting, you know, and moving and stepping, that you know that, you concentrate about that. That is very important. You know, you have to feel, to have awareness of the moving, concentrate or mindful. And feeling, you have to feel. Even your eyes, you don't see your foot moving, but you see in your mind like, okay, your foot is moving. Or your ear can hear when you move. You know, that is really important. If you can see you moving, that is, you have mindful. You have mindful. But you don't close your eyes. You open your eyes like a half eye, and moving. You know, at this time, you concentrate to the breathe in and breathe out. You don't have to, but you focus to to your feet. When you're standing, before you turn, you're standing, you know you're standing, and you concentrate to breathe in and breathe out again. You know, if the body stays still, you focus to breathe in and breathe out. When you walk, you have mindful about walking. Do you forget the breathe in and breathe out? You don't forget, but just only pay attention to the walking until you have strong mindful. You have strong mindful. Your mind is like a clear, and you can see the whole body. The whole body is working together. You know, you know that what you see in your eyes, what you hear in your ears, what you smell in your nose, what you taste. At that time, at that moment, usually, if you don't practice mindfulness, whatever you do, you don't know. Your body is in here, but you know, your mind is in somewhere else. Yeah, that is walking. After that, sitting. When you sit, this time, pay attention to breathe. To breathing. You sit meditation, you sit practice meditation, or when you sit just normally. But when you sit meditation, you focus, you have mindful to your sitting, you are mindful with your breathing. When you practice more and more, it looks like you have mindful like a nature. You don't have to pay attention to anything, but it knows by itself. You know, when you want to touch something, you feel you are going to touch. You know, if you have mindful to touch, you don't lose it, you don't lose it, you don't drop it. See? Or sometimes, for example, like this one, the bottle of the water. If you want to hold this water, but you don't have mindful, maybe you drop it down. You drop it. Because your mind is somewhere else. You know, sometimes you want to touch, but your mind in somewhere else. You see in somewhere else. You don't have mindful to touch this. It make this spill. You know, drop or spill it, mess it. You have to, you know, when you spill about the coffee or some drink, if you don't have mindful to touch it, to hold it, to grab it, maybe you spill it. You think about that. When you spill about something, you know, or when you dry, when you dry, it's almost when you get almost accident or something. Your mind is somewhere else because at that time you don't have mindful about sitting. But for this, we practice about the meditation. We have to focus to the sitting, you know, and when we are sitting and laying down, you know, about the laying down, you have to know you are laying down. But practice meditation, the laying down, lie down, that is sleepy. Sleep is really, you know, practice meditation is really easy to sleep. When I practice hard about the meditation, I don't want to lay down. Why? Sleepy. I have to sit and to have to walk, you know, have to stand. Standing, walking, sitting, you know. About sitting and walking, that is really important to practice. If you're lying down, that you go to sleep. When is your sleep time? You sleep about 6 hours in a day is not enough. 8 hours is not enough for the meditator. You want to sleep all the time. Sleepiness is what I call the hindrance of the meditator. For myself, I just go to sleep when it's sleeping time. So I have to do something, you know. That is really good for everybody. You're still working, you know. Is if you're working on the daytime. But when you go to sleep, your sleep is really deep. Deep sleep. Yeah, really deep. When you wake up and you feel like peaceful, you know. Lay down, just only have mindful about laying down. Or when you go to sleep, you tell yourself like a sleeping, and keep your mind in your breathing. Not let your mind to go to somewhere else. You know, usually the people, they don't sleep well. Why? Because the mind is like create to think about, usually in the past, long times ago, in the past, you know, and think over and over, and make you don't sleeping well, you know. Laying down, that is really important. You can laying down when you go to sleep. And but whatever, sitting, walking, laying, and standing, that you have to feel all the time. You have to know. You have to mindful. Whatever the mind, the body is moving, you know, you have to see the body. But if your mind is thinking about something, the thoughts popping up, and we have to ignore at that time. When we practice meditation, at that time we have to ignore about that, about the thought. You know, whatever is really important, but for this time, 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you ask yourself, you ask your mind, please give me the empty mind for now, for now. And after that, you can think. You will thinking about what is really, really important you have to do. And you have to watch about your body, outside and inside. Outside the body, like in our body, we have whatever. We have hair, ear, eye, nose, tongue, the body, skin. That is, we have to know about every position that we move, that we know that's in the outside. But inside the body, like inside our mind, we have to know that this body is impermanent, not stay still. It's changing all the time, every minute, every hour, every day, every month, every year. Our body like a chain. That's why we call impermanent. It's not stay still. We have to know about that. We have to know about outside and inside our body. And after that, we have to, I don't know how to say, the washing or the feeling or the staring to our body, to our body inside and outside. And we have to feeling or aware about the our body, in the body and outside the body, inside and outside the body. We have to aware everything is happen to outside the body. Happen this time is happen to our outside in our body. Like sometimes we sit meditation, the mosquito bite us, or the insects bite us, or we get itchy, or some like that. What we have to do with the if the mosquitoes bite us, you have to awareness, you have to be mindful to blow it away or some like that. Or if you sit meditation in outside, or you can sit inside the tent. That is really important, inside the tent, And if we sit meditation in the house, inside the house, no problem. We don't have any insects to bother us. Or when you get itchy, you're mindful. You have itchy. What you have to do? You have to feel it. It's itchy and itchy. And if you cannot, if you cannot, you pay attention, you have a lot of effort with the itchy, but it's not gone. It's still itchy. You can use your hand, or just really touching or patting really lightly, but you have mindful when you move, to touch or to pass it, until itchy is go away. When the itchy go away, you feel, you see that, you know that it's go away. That is really mindful about the itching. And you have to feel, inside your body, you feel like you have every part of in the body. In outside the body, we see without a mind. But how about the inside? The inside, like a heart, for example, heart, liver, or lung, or kidney, or whatever. It's the inside of our body. We have to know it's still in there. It's still in there. But you think like, you don't have to know it, because it's in there. You think about, or you don't think about, it's in there. But one thing, when you know it, you see it, inside the body, you have the organ in your body, that is impermanent, it's changing all the time. When you get old age, your body is on, all the inside is get on, but you will know about the liver, what the liver need, or what the liver doesn't need. How about your lung? What your lungs needed, like it, or what your lung doesn't like. What the lung doesn't need it, like smoking. For example, smoking, the lung doesn't need it. It's really heat of smoke inside. If you see that, you can quit smoking very easy. How about the liver? About the liver doesn't need about the drinking alcohol. If you drink a lot of alcohol, the liver doesn't like it. If you feel, that it's really easy to quit. To quit, because the liver, they doesn't need it. You drink for the feeling, but the body, the inside, doesn't like it, and you can quit. Or if you want to stay long life, you say, I have to quit it. It's really easy to quit, because you know why you drink, what is the good thing, or what is not good. Yeah, that is really important if you know about, the inside. But whatever, see everything, you just only feel it. Just only feel it. Every part of the body, is impermanent, you cannot do anything. But you feel, just only know and let it go. And let it go. Don't attach with that. For example, when you know about the body, our body is impermanent, it have to change. But you don't have to think, I am going to die soon. I am going to die. You worry about die. You don't want to be die. See, If you worry a lot, that is you attach a lot. It make you have a lot of suffering because you scared. You don't want to die. But if you let it go, whatever you have to die, and let it go, pay attention to your practice, to your food, to your sleep. That is make you feel is happier and make you have a peaceful mind. That is whatever that I talking about the posture of the body. You just only feel it. You cannot do anything at that time. Just only feel it. If you feel, if you only feel, is you make your mind is all almost empty mind. If you have empty mind, you will have peaceful mind in over there. In over there, the happiness in over there, the peace in over there, or whatever the nirvana is no feel bad or feel good is in over there. That's what we call nirvana. Okay, today I talking about the posture of the body. That is the second techniques of Anapana state, of the mindfulness today. And the later, I am going to talk about the third techniques of the meditation. But for today, just done. So the next, I am going to talk about the Dhammapada or Dhammapada. The Dhammapada, the story. The Dhammapada, that is the text, that is the poem. It's not like a poem, but this poem happened because that is something that happened. Like today, I am going to talk about what the Buddha said. The Buddha said about this Dhammapada, and what he said. He said, there are those who do not realize that one day we all must die. But those who do realize this shadow there quarrels. You know what the quarrels mean? It's like fighting. Quarrels. How you pronounce that? That is the I used to read before that. This one. Why this Dhammapada has happened? Because I have the story. The at that time they have story about the monk. The Buddha said this because of the monk. The monk, they fighting each other. It's not fighting with the it's not hitting each other, but fighting with the mouth. They are fighting with the mouth. So how about the story of this? And in one day, the bhikkhu in Gosampi is the city in India at that time. You know, I used to go to visit this city, Gosampi, because I went to India like almost 5 times already to visit about the Buddha's place. In one day, the Buddha stayed in Gosampi city. The bhikkhu like the monk. The monk, they argue each other. They argue with each other, form the little problem to be a big problem. You know? And when they argue with each other, the Buddha heard that. The Buddha see that. The Buddha come out and tell them, stop fighting each other, arguing, because it's not important. You know, it's not very important why they are fighting each other about a little bit problem. It's not really important. But they don't listen. You know, they don't listen the Buddha. What the Buddha do? The Buddha walks away. You know that he walks away. He went to the mountain. You know, that the mountain and in the forest. The forest in the mountain, they call Blakitawan. That is the name of the forest. And then meditation is over there. They practice his meditation. And you know what's happened? When the Buddha walks away, the people, the devotee, we call the devotee, the real devotee, that is a lay woman, a lay man. When they heard about that, they don't offer the food to the monks. They don't pay respect to the monk. Why the monk? You are become a monk, but you still fighting each other. How you are going to teach the people? Why you don't forgive with each other? That happening. The people, they don't respect and they don't donate anything. They don't donate food, clothes, housing, or medicine. What is happened with a monk? You don't have food to eat. Usually the monk have to be in the bar to beg for food every day morning and every lunch. But right now, nobody offer food. So they know about themselves. Oh, we make a mistake. We are a monk. We shouldn't argue with each other, but why? We have to. Even the Buddha says stop. But why you don't stop? So, sometimes I have to do, like walk away. And after that, the monk doesn't have food to eat. Just, you know, and they go to talk to Anon. Anon is like the Buddha bodyguard, you know, like a bodyguard, but who took care closely to the Anon, to the Buddha. His name is Anon. Anon, he is a monk to take the good care of the Buddha. And he asked the Buddha, right now, the monk doesn't have anything to eat. They have a lot of problem right now. You know, you have to go back. You have to go to the city, you know, to talk to the monk, to talk to the people. And the Buddha is coming back and teaching the people and teaching the monk. The monk listen to him. And the people offer the food to the monk. The monk have food to eat and they don't die. See? So, why the Buddha said this Dhammapada? You know, what he said, like I read again, okay? Who are those who do not realize that one day we all must die? But those who do realize this shadow their quarrels. If we always argue each other, we never have peace. This is always fighting each other. It's not only this life. We should forgive each other. Best way for this world. If this world full of forgiveness, we don't have any problem. We will have peace. We have a lot of happiness in this world. Right, everyone? What's your comments today? What's your question? Do you have any question? I know you have a good question. Let me see. Let me see your question, what you have. Hold on. It's many days I don't answer your question. But I want to do today. I know in France, you sleeping already, huh? You already sleeping. because it's midnight in Europe or in Asia. Let me see. Where is it? Suwano. I don't see any comments in here. Where is it? Almost 1 hour already, huh? I talk a lot today. I don't know why the comment is not so off. Oh, I got it. Your smile, your beautiful smile make it seem like everything will be alright. Yes. Thank you. Welcome home, Janet. Thank you. Thank you so much for your sharing with us during your travels. Thank you. Nice to have your home safe and sound and sharing your time with us. Thank you. The air quality is too bad here in the Virginia DC area. It's hard to breathe well outside. Yeah, I heard in Canada it's fire in Canada. You know that? Yeah. Good evening, Ajahn Nate. Feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Happy to see you, really? I don't go anywhere. I still be here. Yeah, you will always see me. Welcome back, welcome home, thank you. Home sweet home, huh? Liver definitely does not like the alcohol. Yeah, liver doesn't like the alcohol. You should stop. But your mind need it because it's make you feel happy, make you feel good. But I want to tell you that your mindfulness, you can be happy with mindfulness more than alcohol. But forever, you will happy forever. It's not like alcohol. The alcohol you drink today, you overdrunk, and the next day is again. Because your suffering is not going anywhere. The liver is our body filter for toxins. I am not sure why humans have a need for vices. Human have a need for what is vices? Because human are humans. Great point. Thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, Venerable. You're welcome. Monk can give gardens. Monk can have gardens to grow food. Usually, the monk like a Theravada, we don't growing the tree. We cannot destroy the tree. We cannot grow in the tree. Yeah, if we practice with the Vinaya, with the rule, the monk at that time, when the people become a monk, just only practice meditation only, and learning and practicing. We have to learn, we have to practice until we have the wisdom and can teach the people. Usually, the people feed the monk, feed the monk. But how about right now? Right now, some monk, they grow the plant, they have the garden for the food. Almost the Mahayana monk, they have their own, they have garden for the temple, because they don't have Binabat, Binabat to collect the food from home to home. They have to cook by themselves. But the monk in Theravada like us, some monk they did, but it's not a big mistake, just only do for exercise or for to moving the body, but don't attach with that. Just only working or exercise. The body need exercise. If you focus to practice meditation, you don't have to. We don't have to. But for now, the monk in the United States, we don't take a walk. We don't walk for food, to collect the food, the arm round. We don't do it because the home of the people is far away. So if the Vinaya we cannot do. But right now, change. some is change because before the Buddha passing away, the Buddha said, if some Vinaya, if some rule is not necessary, you can change a little bit, but how about little bit? We don't know how little bit, So, for example, like the monk in the United States, usually the monk, long times ago, they don't have vehicle, right? We don't drive. They don't drive. They don't have the vehicle to drive, and they don't drive any animal, They always walk. They always walk. When I walk for peace, I'm thinking about that. Why Buddha doesn't like to use the vehicle. He has to walk, because when he walk, he can meet the people in everywhere. He can teach the people everywhere, because the Buddhist monk's job have to spread out the teaching, to teach the people to get off the suffering, because everyone they have suffering. You know, the Buddha, he go everywhere, he teach everywhere. Like we walk for peace. When we walk, we stop. When we walk, we stop at noon. You know, Bhante Panyakala, he teaching the people. You know, he teach the people. And in the night time, when we get there before we go to bed, we have to give the Dharma talk to the people. That the monk's job is in everywhere. It's not only in the temple. It's not only in the same place. You know, where there is the people, there is the monk's job. The monk can teach it everywhere. So for now, in the United States, you know, we have to take care of ourselves. Sometimes, why my English is not good? Usually, I have to speak better than this, because I stay in the United States for a long time. But why? Because I don't go anywhere. You know, I just waiting for the people to take care of me, to join me to the school. But you know that the people in the United States, they don't have much time for someone else. They're working, they're working all day. You know, they are so tired. They don't have time to take care. Even our family, you know, sometimes you don't have time to take care about your own parents. You know, your parents in nursing home, but sometimes you go to visit them in some time. You know, because in over here, that is everyone have to take care yourself. So if the monk cannot drive a car, we can go to the school, we can go to the class to study. You know, why my English is like this? Because I don't go school. I just stay at the temple. I speak only my language. You know, see? It's not like that, thought, because of who? What you talking about? Thank you for Pante. I am still wearing the treat. Wearing the treat you gave me in Virginia, and am so grateful for the opportunity to develop a deeper mindfulness practice. Yeah, keep going to practice. You know, I keep going, whatever you have free time or not, but keep going every day in a few, you know, a few minutes. But the Buddha said, if you can practice like this, you put your fingers through like this, and every day, you will know. You know, you will know about mindfulness. You can do like this. The time, you just do like this, the time and up. The meaning is like that you have a moment. You can breathe in and breathe out 2-3 times a day, you know, or in the morning and evening. See? Yeah, keep going. You can even see the smog here in Virginia, DC area. The air is so bad to breathe. Yeah, when you go outside, you have to put the mat in that because it's fire in Canada. That I heard. Alcohol is called spirit for the reason. That is the spirit for the reason. Yeah, because when you drink, you never talk, but you talk a lot. When you drink, you don't dance, but you dance a lot. Huh? When you dance, you have to look at yourself. Ajahn, questions. Okay, what's your question? What are common mistakes people make when practicing mindfulness of the body? 4 body postures. What are common mistakes people make when practicing mindfulness of the body? 4 body posture. I don't know exactly about that. That mean what you want to know. The 4 body posture, like standing, sitting, and laying down, you know, and walking. Usually, the mistakes, but you have to have a mistake. Everyone have to have a mistake. The first time, when you're walking, if you walk, your feet is walking, but your mind is not in your feet, that is mistake. Your mind in somewhere else. That you mean? You know, you don't have mindful. You don't have mindful. And if you don't have mindful, but you know you don't have mindful, and you have mindful. You know, like you know, oh, your mind is not here, your mind in somewhere else. Your mind in your garden, your mind in your job, your mind with your friends, your mind with your ex, and you pull it back. You know, and you have awareness about that. That usually the people, even like me, it's not only you. It's sometimes only me. When I sit meditation, I keep close my mind to stay still, and then I have unmindful sleep, but it's peaceful. but important, really important, that is peaceful. So the four body posture, whatever the body is moving, you have to mindful about that. That is make sense? That's you mean? Yeah. Whatever you do. Why we be practice about the mindfulness? Because whatever we do, we want to do wherever we go, whatever we do, however we think, we need the mindfulness to pay attention to that. That is really important, right? Okay? They are against modern day. Let me say. They against modern day. They have special meeting. Modern day special meeting. What you are talking about? Against modern. You are talking about the monk that I told about the story on or what? Sorry, I don't understand much. What are you talking about? Against modern day. They have special meeting. But if you're talking about the monk, that in my story, maybe you're right. Hi Pante, it feel like it's been forever. It feel like it's been forever. You're talking about the mindfulness or the peace? Is it ever too late to change? Sometimes I feel like I have too many regrets, burdening my heart. That is too late to change? Sometimes you feel like you have too many regrets, burdening your heart. About this, I used to think before. I think like you before that. But whatever, is it late or not to change? To change your mind, to change about your habit. You practice. When you practice, you will know it change or not. If it doesn't change, you know it doesn't change. But you have to think about it's not too late to learn. It's not too late to change. Try it. Practice. You will change. The changing is waiting for you. If you don't, like you're hungry, you don't eat. You wait for the food. You never feel full if you don't eat. If you eat, you don't have to think about when is full. It will full by itself. Okay? Practice mindfulness. You don't have to think when my mind change. No, you don't have. It's not your job. Not your business. When I will have peace in my mind, it's not your business. You don't have to think. Your business is practice. You know? Like you make a business. You make a business. You go to invest. How much you will get the invest? It's not your job. But you have to do your business. You have to do the best. You know? You will have a you make a business, is it growing or not? It's not our job. Our job, your job, you have to do the business, right? You practice meditation, you practice about mindful. You want to change your mind, but it's not your job to change your mind. It changes by itself. If it's that time, you have to eat. When you eating and eating, it's full by itself. You have to think about that. Okay? It makes sense? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm thinking about the Pante Dao, you know. You like to say yes or no? Good evening, Ajahn. I am glad you are back home. Thank you. Just an interesting teaching about the Buddha and the Aguiling monks. Yeah. You know, the people misunderstand a lot. Like, oh, the monk become a monk, they don't argue with each other. No, the monk become a monk, but you have to learn. It's not only become a monk today. You have to be peaceful mind today. No, you have to practice. You go to school today, but you cannot learn everything only one day. You know, you have to take time to practice. Rome is not built in a day, right? Good evening, Ajahn. You're funny about wisdom and rain and the heat. Yeah, it's funny. Your English is vastly improved from February, Pante, from February until now. It's better, right? Okay. That I feel too. But you know, I cannot use the exact word. Before I talk, I have to think about. But it's better right now. I don't think about the grammar. It's not grammar. Grandma and grandma, grammar. You know, I never think about which one is the subject, which one is the verb, object, adjective, verb, noun, adverb, just whatever. But I have a lot of murmur. I have a lot of that. I cannot change. Maybe I will. Time goes by so fast when you teach us, Pante. Great. It's something we enjoy about that. Like I enjoy about talking. The time is really fast. because I feel good. I feel I like it. You know. You are funny, Pante. Thank you. Your English is good. Thank you. Your experience with waiting for all the fights cancellation is a good lesson for us about patience and our patience. Thank you for sharing everything on your journey. You are a very good teacher. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes we have you know, to learn about the fight cancellation, but we cannot do anything. But don't be much suffer about that. If we suffer about, we cannot do anything. You know, I heard about the story of the fight cancellation, but it's not true or not. Because one guy, he's waiting, you know, for the fight, but the fight is cancelled again and again, but he worried about his job, you know, about his job. I don't know what's happened about his job, about his office, but I heard that he made a decision to jump, you know, jump to jump like a in the third, fourth level, you know, and it's like he suicide. He can kill himself to jumping to the ground. That is, he make decision. It's not right, you know, but he has to call to his office or to his boss or manager and explain to them. They will understand. But why he make a decision like that? But I don't know exactly the detail about this story, but I heard someone say. So when I waiting for the flight, you know, I have to know. I have to think one thing. I think about why they cancel the flight, because the weather, they cannot go. If they go at that time, how about if we got an accident? You know, we got an accident, or the flight to hit the hurricane or to hit the storm, everyone dies in over there, right? But we wait, we don't die if they make a decision to go, because they know about everything. It's not they don't want to go, you know. Everyone want to go, but but the weather is not good for us. I think they make a decision is right for us. See? Ajahn, you learn English very quickly and really well. I am proud of you. Thank you so much. Because of you it makes my English is better. I make a decision to talk to you. If I know you for a long time, you know, if I have a work for peace for a long time, maybe my English is better than now. But it's okay. It's okay. It's better than nothing. I think your English is really good. Thank you. I wish I showed you a live stream in Paris, but it was middle of the night. Yeah, I went to over there. The first, I don't have the, you know, the internet. I forget to report to my phone company that I am going to the other town, to the overseas, you know, I don't report them, so they cut it off. I cannot use whatever, the internet and the call, to make a call. I cannot make a call in over there. So I called to my brother monk to report them, and later on they open, you know, they open the internet for me to use it, but it's not good, you know, but it's not good. Thank you for your teaching words. Peace be with you always. Thank you. Haha. Grandma and grandma. Funny. Pante. Grandma. It's really close, right? Okay. Okay, guys. Today is almost 2 hours. Thank you for your follow, for your, you know, discussing for today. Yeah, see you next time. If you don't be bored about my talk, I will keep going. If you get bored, just let me know. Okay? But don't be bored. Wishing you to be happy, healthy, have a good luck, have a long life. So don't forget, practice mindfulness together. Get blessing. Sabbe diyo vivansantu sabba loko vinasantu mate bhavadvandalayo sukheti kanyuko bhavapivatana sele srichang Buddham jarino jattalo dhamma vatanti anyuvano sukhang phalang. May you be well, happy and peaceful. Good night. Take care.